we're humans and our bodies can only take so much. Hi guys, it's me, Essie Magic, and oh my gosh, I am tired. I have to be honest with you guys. Like, mentally, I'm in the same frame of mind that I've been in historically, where I've taken a break from YouTube. Like those times where I've stopped posting for some time or taken a break, I was feeling exactly how I feel now in terms of, being tired and feeling like, how am I going to keep producing content and keep up with my posting dates? So hence why we have this video where it's just me talking and just, being honest. And I'm sure you've probably noticed the last couple of videos I posted, the last 3 videos have all been very sporadic and vlogging, and I'm on my way somewhere and I pull out the camera because it is representative of what's going on in my life right now, which is that I haven't had time to, put together the type of list style videos I do, or, the tip, you've seen the ones that are on that backdrop that I post. And so, I've just had to just pick up the camera to keep going. The difference is now is that historically I would just say, forget it. I'm not going to make the Thursday posting deadline or whatever, the Thursday or Saturday posting deadline. So, just forget it and I'll just skip this week and post next week. And then, it turns into a cycle. Then I don't end up posting the next week either. Then I feel ashamed to come back again. And then I don't post for a while. And then that whole cycle starts of, me having a break from YouTube. The difference is now is this time I feel like it's better to post something that, it's better to make some progress than none at all. So even if the video I'm posting isn't exactly what I had hoped for, this is still better than missing the deadline. And one way that I've changed my mentality as well is that before I would always say, and I've been honest with you guys also, is that YouTube has never been my number one priority. It is a priority in terms of me, wanting to produce content, enjoying it enough to still produce content, but it was never my number one priority, to the point where I would just, when I was struggling or tired or exhausted, YouTube was one of the first things to always, let me take a break from that. And it's still not my number one priority in the sense where I'm trying to grow all these followers. And as you guys can see from what I've done, it's not my goal to reach 1 million followers or something like that. That's never my goal. Of course, I'm happy for it to grow, and I would love to reach a point where, I think there was a steady group of people who are living in this sort of magic way. I think that'd be really fun. But it was never my number one priority. I would always prioritize my other businesses ahead of it and my job ahead of it. But the difference now is that even though I'm still not trying to be a YouTube superstar or anything like that, instead of pushing to the side, I'm viewing it as a piece of the puzzle, I guess you can say. And so it's like a piece of my car that I'm driving, and without it, I don't move the same way. I'm not the same. I don't feel complete. And it's still a part of this idea of making magic every single day. And I've come to accept it as that, which is why I have stuck to my posting schedule pretty much ever since I said I was sticking to this posting schedule around Christmas time. I have stuck to it because I feel like it's a part of living a certain way. It's a part of making progress, and not being at a standstill in anything in my life. It's, representative of the mentality of building something greater, and it's part of, I don't know how to say it. I just feel like it's a part of the overall, like I now see it as a part of, my overall kind of movement. And I believe in keeping all the different pieces of things I'm working on going. And what I find, one of the main reasons why this is important is because everything I'm doing right now influences each other. And I find that when I'm doing well in one thing, it influences me to do well in another thing. Then that influences me to do well in another thing. And so it also just helps me to keep that mentality of commitment and working towards something and growing something, you know, even if it's not, you know, my number one goal to grow YouTube to, you know, maybe a superstar or something. That's not my goal. But I now do see it as a part of my engine or my car, and living a constant life of being, you know, of working hard, committing to something, and keeping all pieces of that puzzle going. And fortunately, YouTube still fulfills me enough to want to do that. It's not like I emotionally feel bad when I'm doing YouTube. I don't. It gives me the fulfillment to want to keep doing it. And I now see the value of keeping it a part of everything I'm doing. And so that's why I picked up the camera, to be honest. That's why I didn't fall back into the typical things I've done in the past, where it's like, you know, I'm just gonna take a break from YouTube when I'm too busy or whichever, or I'm too tired. And so, yeah, that's why I picked up the camera and said, yeah, this is tomorrow's video. It's Friday, so this will be Saturday's video. And I just said, you know what, even if this video isn't the best video I've ever posted, or not one of my better, more, you know, thought out videos, it's still better to keep the engine going, keep the car going, and you know, and I'm proud of posting this video, to be honest, and picking up the camera and filming, because I have had a very tiring day and week. So I woke up early this morning. I'm not someone who likes to wake up early. I'm a night owl. I tend to sleep later and then wake up later. And so I had to wake up super early to do some research for a client. For those of you who don't know, I work in marketing for an agency, a marketing agency. And so I had to wake up early to do some research on a client's account, just for some direction with their ads. And so I had to do that because I had a meeting with them coming up soon. So I had to make sure I was ready, and I had, you know, and I was supposed to do that yesterday, but then, you know, working in an agency is incredibly busy. Sometimes you run out of time, and the end of the day comes and it's like, you know, I didn't get to finish that, man, I got to do that tomorrow. So that's why I was in this predicament of having to do it before the call. But the problem was, well, I won't call it a problem, but the reason why I was even more short on time is that another meeting got added at the last minute during the time I was supposed to be preparing and working on this stuff. And so then I had to be ready for that call. Then this was all before I even got to the office. So a lot of times things start before you even reach the office, and sometimes things happen after you've left the office. So I had to get through that work and then that meeting, rush to the office, get there on time for another meeting. That's the original meeting I was preparing for. Then after that meeting was done, I went straight into another meeting. It's like meeting after meeting, preparing, and, you know, and then after that, I then had to work on a presentation, because we have a presentation for a new media plan for the client on Monday, this coming Monday. So we had to prepare our plan, our media plan for them to have their summer campaigns. It's obviously the end of the week too. It's Friday. And so by this time you've been working all week, and it's like all the shortage of sleep or whichever pretty much reaches, you know, how you feel on Friday. And so I'm just so tired. And there's times where I'll go to work and come home and film after I leave work, or I might film on the weekend. The times when I've been posting in a row, like, you know, just really, especially the advice videos and things like that, it's because I've had time to film those, you know, in a row on a weekend. But right now I've just been so busy every week, and I'm also auditioning for a TV show at this moment. I can't say what it is, but I've been filling out, you know, forms and all sorts of things and getting that ready. And then of course there's my businesses that I, you know, work towards, and I have people who work for me and do work for me. So I have to then manage them. So then it's like there's so many components to what I have to do, and sticking it out and not getting tired while still keeping this movement, I guess you can say, going, because I believe in it. I say it every day. I believe in being magic. I believe in living your life being magic every single day. And so I do it. It's tiring and it's hard, but I do it. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I would love to be sleeping and just relaxing, to be honest with you. But I know I have things to do, and I have things to do tomorrow as well. So I can't even, just go to bed. And I committed to posting this video, so I got to follow through. And honestly, I have to say, that's the difference between somebody who's being magic and somebody who's not, is those moments when you're super tired, and most people would just go to bed and relax, and you're still up doing things. You're still, making things happen. That is the difference between being magic. It's doing the unexpected, doing what's hard in life, doing stuff where the odds are low, doing things that nobody expects. That's what being magic is about. And not saying you can't take a break sometimes, because we all need breaks. We all get exhausted. At the end of the day, we're humans and our bodies can only take so much. So don't go, do something where you faint or something. But when you're going for something that's not easy, that's against the norm, that's not the easy way out or typical, you got to make different decisions than somebody who is doing the typical thing would do. And that includes sleeping late sometimes, waking up super early, sometimes even skipping out on activities. I'm supposed to be hanging out with my friends tomorrow, and to be honest, I'm contemplating not going because I feel like I should be doing other things instead. We're supposed to be going out for dinner and then to a lounge or something like that. To be honest, I don't even remember the plans. That's how bad it is. Like, I need to message them and be like, what are we doing tomorrow? Because I so mentally out of it, of whatever they're socially planning. So, oh gosh. And then I want to make sure that there's some videos I do want to film this weekend that I want to make sure I get to film. And one thing I will say I am really happy about, though, is thank you guys so much for the comments that you wrote in the video where I was talking about, am I struggling or not? I asked you guys for ideas in there, and I asked you guys for, or was that the one where I asked for ideas, or was it the previous one? It might have been the previous one. Either way, I've been reading all your comments, and I asked you guys for ideas on suggestions for videos you want to see, and you guys all provided really good ideas, and it's definitely going to help me out, because honestly, sometimes I hit a mental block. That's part of the reason why I've stopped posting in the past as well, as I just couldn't think of what to post, and then the deadline day would come and I had no idea of what to post, and I would just say, you know what, I'll focus on something else or whatever. But because of you guys also giving me ideas of what you want to see, that's going to help me a lot, because a lot of times I'm just not sure what to make videos on. It's like there's only so much I can think of myself without getting feedback back from you to know what's working and what people appreciate and love to watch. So it really helps. And also too, just sometimes we just have a mental fog or whatever, a mental block where it's like I'm all out of ideas, and it just helps to hear from you guys. So anyway, I'm so thankful for all the suggestions you gave, and not just suggestions, the words of encouragement that you guys gave me, and that you were saying you're doing well and you don't have to listen to the haters and all this stuff. And it's just like, thank you so much for because although I am always, saying certain things, sometimes I need reminders myself to, because I'm human at the end of the day. I'm human, and I have certain weaknesses, and I have, I don't want to say, oh gosh, I can't even say it. See, that's the thing, is I'm somebody who's typically very private, and I don't like to show my emotions a lot. And so it's even uncomfortable for me to express, that I have these moments of weakness where it's like, oh my gosh, this is tough. But you know what? At the end of the day, I always find a way to get through it. And that's all you can do. And that's all I ever encourage people to do, is just push through it, And I'm so happy that I'm in the mental space right now where I can push through the tired times in every aspect of my life. So rather than just dropping certain things and focusing on others, I'm able to incorporate all of the aspects that keep me happy and keep things moving. And so, yeah, I'm super, super excited to be in this mind frame. Oh, and also too, one thing that I've started recently, in addition to my new exercise regimen that you guys have been seeing with the hiking and me kind of making sure to keep, like I said, the engine going, I've also gone gluten-free. So I'm now eating gluten-free foods, or living a gluten-free diet, I should say. The reason being is because I've heard, I don't have celiac disease or anything, but I've heard that eliminating gluten is really, really good for your skin and eczema, people who suffer from chronic severe eczema. And as you guys know, or if you've watched my old video, I think I called it Eczema Girl Problems. I suffer from severe eczema. Like, not just the little types that people are like, oh, I get eczema every winter. Like, no, like severe, terrible, itching, crackling, nasty eczema. And so I've heard that it helps people, and I did do it once for 2 months at one point, and my skin like looked so good at the time I did it, and then I went back to eating gluten, but I've gone back to it now. And so that's another thing I'm committed to. It's like staying committed to every aspect keeps me committed overall, and they all impact each other and positively impact each other. Same with the hiking. I plan to go hiking again tomorrow, but this time I'm going to go to the Baldwin Hills one instead of Runyon Canyon, just to mix it up. And yeah, so it's like I'm doing new things. Maybe I might actually make a video about the gluten-free, how I live gluten-free and stuff like that. That might be kind of cool. So yeah, I've been talking for a while now. This video I think is getting to almost 20 minutes, so I don't want it to be too long because I'm just rambling pretty much. But thank you so much for watching, and I'm happy that I was able to at least talk to you guys, and even if it's not the best video in the world, at least show you guys I'm still here and I'm still committed and sticking to my goals and meeting deadlines and being productive and being magic, of course. And you guys know I release videos every Thursday and Saturday. I will continue to release videos every Thursday and Saturday. And yeah, I'm still keeping things moving. Still got lagoals.com going for people who are interested in LA or want tips about moving to LA or making it in LA once you're already here, or just want to make friends. That group is for you. And so I hope you'll check that out as well. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to end this video right now and wishing you a wonderful, happy Saturday as well. And yeah, you'll be hearing from me soon. Okay, keep being magic. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you want to live a magic life, this is the channel for you. Yeah, I live my life being magic every single day, and I hope you will join me on that journey and be magic every single day as well. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. I almost forgot. I'm so tired. It's like I'm forgetting all the things I'm supposed to mention. Anyway, bye. Keep being magic. Bye.